Hello, hello. I'm turning a cargo trailer into a tiny house, and today we are working on the furniture some more. Let's get right into it. Okay, let me run you through my floor plan real quick, just so you know what we're looking at. So, here's my CAD model. On the left side of the trailer, in the back, we have my garage storage shelves, which are highlighted in blue there. And that will just be a single shelf and then the countertop on top. But next to that, we have my couch, which you already saw in a previous video. Next to the couch is my kitchen galley unit. This will mostly be drawers, which will be its own video in the future. But there is going to be a shelf and a countertop there that I'll show you. The kitchen countertop will have a sink built into that also. And then above all of that on the left side of the trailer is my overhead cabinets. And then in the nose of the trailer, you can see my closet with the wood stove area on the right of the closet. The closet will be shelves on the bottom half and then place to hang clothes in the top half. And then on the right side, we have my shoe cabinet, which will be drawers on the top half and shelves for shoes on the bottom half. And then there will also be a little countertop on top of that. So here is my first attempt at a shelf for the closet. The shape was a little weird, so it was kind of tricky to get it just right. And then I also used this flimsy 3/8 plywood, so I'm gonna have to remake this one. And then this is the first shelf in my shoe cabinet. I think the 3/8 plywood is gonna work fine for this one, so I'm gonna go ahead with that. You can see I'm just supporting these shelves with the little corner brackets from the 80/20. Just got the top surface for where the wood stove is going to be cut. This is a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. Just got these angles all sorted out and cut to size. Fits in there pretty freaking nice. That's going to be nice and square with the door. Now that I got a few pieces cut to size, it's time to finish them. So I went with a dark stain for my countertops and some of the shelves. And you can see on the left and the back, that is my garage shelf. And then on the front is my 3 shoe cabinet shelves. And then on the right side is the top countertop for my shoe cabinet and the countertop for my wood stove area. Then I enlisted the help of 2 of my friends to remake the closet shelves, and this proved to be a pretty challenging task because of the weird angles, but this was supposed to be a time lapse and it turned into just pictures, so sorry about that. For this corner of the kitchen galley unit, I just did some 60-degree angle brackets, ran a vertical down there, and connected these with one of those 60 degrees. And so that's how this is all set up. I don't know if I showed you guys this hole. That's for my DC charger and diesel heater. So then I got my wood cut. Hold on. Beautiful. That's gonna be my kitchen counter. It's looking pretty good. All right, next step is to do the sinkhole. All right, here's my kitchen countertop. I just took the jigsaw to this bad boy, made the nice sinkhole. Here's the sink. I got my positions marked here. We'll just do this over. So here's how I did this. This is the underside. I essentially just made the outline of the sink on the underside. These lines are where my structural beams are in the front and back. And then I made holes, my marked holes to drill for the faucet. Regular faucet, drinking tap. And yeah, then I just ran the jigsaw around, cut a hole. I just finished installing this middle piece on my kitchen galley unit. Looks pretty good. These are all my horizontals for my drawers, both on the right side and the left side. And down here, I had to make a couple modifications. This barb was just sticking straight up, but I added the elbow because I realized that the drain pipe that I bought, which is this flexible PVC spa hose, is not super flexible, and it needed to go right along the floor. So I needed the elbow. And to do that, I needed to drill this big hole so that I could spin this elbow all the way into my fitting. But anyway, it's done. That's all together, and I just screwed my kitchen countertop in. So it's locked in. And that means it's time for the faucet. This is the drinking water faucet. They're pretty straightforward. You just like stick it in the hole and thread it all together like so. So yeah. Got a nice looking countertop with a nice deep sink and a faucet and a drinking water faucet. Pretty good. So I started my overhead cabinets yesterday. Looking pretty good. Just did this frame close to the wall, and then I'm basically gonna just do another frame further from the wall and make a nice little box. Did classic T-nuts or plus nuts, whatever they're called, rib nuts. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top rail. Only 2 on the bottom rail because I think it's strong enough. I'll probably toss like some up here. So getting this done. And yeah, the overhead cabinets were as simple as that. The next step is to install the bottom shelf piece up in here. So I take the end piece off and I'm just going to slide my 1/4 inch thick plywood right in. All right, check this out. This is super exciting. Installing my overhead cabinet shelf. We're going to go like this. And since this is 1/4 inch thick, it should just slide right in. Oh baby, look at that. Solid AF. Look, I got this shelf in here too. Now there's stuff on it. Pretty sweet shelf. I just supported this shelf with just 2 pieces of 80/20 here. So working on my garage storage here, what I just did is I flipped these 80/20 pieces. They were underneath the plywood, and now they're on top of the plywood. I didn't think I needed them underneath really structurally, because like this piece, like this is just resting on there. It's really well supported on the sides and back above my electrical. And so with these, it's a 3/4 inch piece. It's gonna be pretty well supported here. I'm not too worried about that. And I wanted this as a lip to keep boxes from sliding off while I'm driving, because I don't think I want to do full doors on this. I'm thinking some sort of bungee cord in front in case there's any softer goods on top, but I'm gonna have toolboxes lower down, and those should be secured by this. There's a chance I'll build specific spots for each of my toolboxes so they're like super well contained and not just sliding around. Or I'll just shove a bunch of shit in here and hopefully that'll contain it enough. We'll see, but this is a start, having a nice solid lip on here that toolboxes can bang into while I'm driving around. All right, so I saw some clever YouTubers who were installing plywood siding on 80/20 furniture. Oh, by the way, we're looking at my couch here. Gotta try to remember. You guys don't know what I'm looking at. Couch here. Anyway, you can make these 1/4 inch plywood sheets and they fit in the slots in the 80/20 like that. Pretty neato.
but it's not neat. It's terrible, and I'm never doing it again. And I would not recommend it to anyone. I don't know what YouTuber recommended it to me, but first of all, I don't know how precise you have to be to get it to not rattle, but like I left a 1/4 inch on either side, and it's like still rattly in all directions. So like if you're not fastening it down, it's just gonna do that. There's no fasteners, but like then it just moves. And also, it's so hard to install. I had to remove this whole beam, which took me like 15 minutes to remove and put back together, because then this is how I did the corner pieces, and then I can't get a tool in there. I literally had to like freaking bend this and push and like try to get my tool in. It was a huge pain in the ass. And then I did these the same way. Bigger pain in the ass. I've been working on this all night. Huge waste of time. Definitely just doing the rest of my siding straight on the face. Let me show you the rest of in here. I cleaned up. I got some stuff there, but for the most part, this is pretty cleaned up. This is my it's a little tiny dog bed I'm going to use as my butt cushion there. Got my drawers all set. Got the sides of these cabinets on, so that way stuff doesn't fall out of here as much, at least side to side when I'm driving. This is captive, can't come out, so that's safe there. Looking pretty good in here. Oh, and my rugs. Got a couple rugs in there. And I cleared out this space, my storage. Under bed storage is looking pretty good. That's all my bedding right there, that bag. And yeah, not having a whole pile of plywood here is pretty sick.
And enjoy these progress pics. The trailer's coming along real nice. Just ignore the drawers in the kitchen unit because I'm going to do a whole separate video for drawers coming soon. But you can see all my shelves and countertops came together real nice.
My couch, I've got these cushions I just opened. They're still inflating. They were like all packed up. They got to be velcroed down and cut to size maybe. So I'm gonna make that into a comfortable couch soon enough. Oh, and then the big thing. What is that? My toilet. Got this working. I didn't even realize I bought the version with a fan attached to it. So it's like vented and like there's a nice fan and a filter, so it doesn't smell as much. I haven't used it yet. It's still clean. This is the Compo Closet Cuddy composting toilet. Just a little structural upgrade. Just put these 45-degree struts on my upper cabinets with some 45-degree brackets. So those should make a difference in terms of the rigidity of the whole body of the trailer. If you're doing one of these conversions with a cargo trailer conversion, turns out that's an issue. I also did a nice big one over here, so yeah, that's locked into the frame. Unfortunately, over here where I don't have the 80/20, I have to have a spot where a ceiling beam and a wall beam line up, and this is the only spot where that happens. See? Not lined up, not lined up, not lined up that way. So it's just this one spot for one beam. That's okay. This will do something. Some sort of rigidity will be nice.
And that's going to do it for this video. If you like this, subscribe for more content and toss me a like. We got the in-depth look at the water system coming on the next video. So that's an exciting one. And thanks for watching.